everyone, my name is Amy and welcome to a Sims 4 house building video. Only today you can clearly see I'm not actually building you the house. I have a shell that was provided from my best sim friend, TheKhaleesim. So she created this house and I'm going to furnish it here for her on my channel. I will definitely make sure I link in the description her YouTube ID or username, and then as well as her gallery ID, so you can check out her Let's Build, and you can download this house if you prefer to furnish your own. It is unfurnished and on the gallery. So this house is kind of floating. I love the idea that the first floor there's nothing really there, and the main entrance to the house is on the second level. I wanted to start off by furnishing this beautiful outdoor space on the third story, so I do kind of come back several times and change what I end up doing out here. I didn't realize that when I first was furnishing that there was already a fire pit down on the outside. So I take that one away here, and then trying to figure out where to put the stairs because the shape of the house, it's very basic, but it's like two rectangulars on top of one another. So because of that, there's only one real spot to put the stairs in to have the two stories connected. So placing those in and then figuring out the floor plan for the second level. So something that I've never done before in any Sims house ever is well, kind of tracing back. So typically when you walk into a house, you will have the main like kitchen, living room, dining room area on the main level, and then your bedrooms will be upstairs. So because this house had the entrance on the second story and it was very modern, I felt like you could really get away with doing anything. At least I hope so. So because of that, I decided to have these like main living room, kitchen, dining room on the third level, and the bedrooms are actually on the second level. And I did this mostly because of that huge outdoor like area on the third level. And I felt like if the bedrooms were upstairs, you would have to have you would want to have that be outside of the master bedroom. And I felt like I didn't really like that idea. You would really want to have that outdoor area accessible to anybody, and you wouldn't want them to go through your bedroom to get to it. So that was kind of the thought process that I had behind here. I wasn't, as I'm building this right now, I wasn't really sure if I liked that idea, so I'm kind of just generically placing in some furniture and just kind of seeing if I like that idea, and I end up sticking with it in the end. But right now you can see I don't really have any flooring or not windows, lighting or anything down. I'm just kind of seeing if I can make everything fit in the upstairs, and then I kind of go around down to the other areas of the house and then end up coming back upstairs and putting in some more details and everything. So I do end up putting some flooring throughout the house and just kind of putting in some area, seating area in the living room. And one thing you'll notice, because there's huge floor-to-ceiling windows throughout the entire house that make it very nice. You can have lots of natural light. I don't use a lot of color as far as like on the wallpaper. There's just a couple of walls in the bedrooms, in each of the bedrooms, and then the living area that have some colored wallpaper or color tones to them. So placing in some lights on the second story, and then we're gonna placing in some doors. This is the master bedroom right here. So there's two bedrooms on the second floor, one the master and then the main bathroom, and then another, I guess you can call it like a guest bedroom or second bedroom. I initially wanted to have two single beds in there and it felt too crowded, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to make it a kid's room or just like a guest bedroom. So I just move on to the master and I relocate the bathroom to the master bedroom, which I think makes the master bedroom just kind of look better and flow better. And then deciding on what color scheme I wanted to go in here. I have a dresser here that I picked out and another, kind of move it around a little bit, and then I didn't realize it until the very end when I was taking the screenshots. I don't actually keep the dresser, so the master bedroom doesn't have a dresser in there. If that really bothers you, I guess you can always add one. There is a dresser in the second bedroom though, so but your Sims don't really need it in order to change, so I didn't really think it was that big of a deal. Putting in some curtains, and I purposely didn't put curtains on in like some of the windows, again because I wanted to make sure you can have a lot of natural light coming in, And now furnishing the master bedroom, or master bedroom's bathroom rather. And I typically like to keep my bathrooms nice and simple and use a lot of white. I just think it looks nice and clean and simple and kind of boring in a way, but not too overpowering. I don't really like a lot of crazy wild things in the bathroom. And then putting in a bookshelf, and couldn't really decide on that side table what I wanted to do with it, but copying over the same kind of look for the main bathroom. So this is where majority of your Sims, all your guests, and the other like bathroom for the second bedroom would go to. One thing that's kind of interesting, there's the two bathrooms on the second level, and there's no bathroom on the third level. But I guess it's not, the stairs are really close, so it's not that big of a deal. So because I made the bathroom smaller, I did have this little area where I put as like the little computer desk. So it's like a little nook, which I felt opened up the upstairs a lot more. It just made it look a lot nicer upstairs. So just putting in a nice seating area. This is just right outside the main entrance and kind of the main hallway of the second story. So using a little bit of a smaller table, I think kind of fits its space a little bit better. And then looking for a painting, I believe, to go in the front there. And then a couple more, a little bit more lighting. I think this is when I change out, yeah, I changed out all the ceiling lights that I originally had. I think they were from Get to Work. Ended up using the like paper mache type ones from City Living, which I think look really nice. And then back down to the main entrance, putting in a few rugs and going into the guest bedroom. And I decided just to use a double bed. I wasn't going to do the single bed with the kids or anything. And then just looking for a nice one that I liked. So I think I used, yes, this one from Vintage Glamour, I believe. Excuse me. And then putting in a couple of plants. I like to usually enlarge some of the plants, but I felt like this was kind of a small room and it didn't really look good enlarged. So I do enlarge that one there in the master bedroom. And then putting in a few clocks. And I really like those shelves that I use behind the computer desk. I put a couple of little clutter objects on there, but not too much. And then changing out the couch in the living room. I felt like the three-person couch was a little bit too big for the space, so putting a little bit smaller couch. And then I've used this idea before where I take these like candle wall dividers and just kind of putting them on the wall, so it looks really pretty in the end. I really like that. And so then putting some curtains around there as well. I guess I'm kind of thinking that the candles would not really be like a full privacy, but a little bit more than just having it open. So I really thought that was pretty. The kitchen gets a major overhaul. I didn't really like the counters that I originally picked out, although I think I used the same cabinets that I had. But I like using the floor to ceiling cabinet that's next to the fridge. I feel like that would be your pantry where you would keep all of your canned goods and like pantry items. And then another thing I typically like to do in my kitchens is have like those shelving pieces, so you can have open shelving for like your spices and bowls and whatnot. I know it's kind of like a lot of clutter, but I feel like in the kitchen clutter is kind of acceptable because those are just natural things that you're going to have. So not too many clutter objects. I try to keep it kind of simple, but I do have a little bit of clutter there. And I love clutter in The Sims, but modern houses I think of more clean lines and, you know, not really a whole lot of clutter. So I wanted to kind of keep that clutter free as much as possible, but just make it look lived in as well. So putting in a few rugs and kind of dressing up the living room a little bit. And I end up painting that wall where the fireplace and the TV are kind of like a blue color. I think I mentioned that there's not really a whole lot of color throughout the house, but the colors that I do use is in like the bedding and the wall textures and some of the paintings and rugs and stuff do tend to be more on the blue side or like a blue-green side. And then putting in another clock, and yeah, we're going to go back down to the outdoor area here and changing out that picnic table. I wasn't too happy with it. And then trying to find some seating couch pieces and going to put them on this area here. So I figured with outdoor retreat, we definitely need to have a hot tub. So having a little seating area down on the first floor, and then I wanted to kind of section it off and give it a little bit more privacy, but still kind of keep it open. So I ended up using these like wall dividing pieces, and I think that looks really nice in the end. I didn't want to put a full wall because I felt like that would almost be kind of cheating because I wasn't supposed to do the exterior. So I felt like this would be legit in the rules to have just like wall pieces because it's not really a full wall. It's like more like a decorative wall. And then I had a nice stereo system down there so Sims can listen to music. And then I didn't realize at first that there's a fire pit down by the pool area. So I got rid of the fire pit upstairs here and put in the nice bar area. And then that's pretty much it. So we're looking at some screenshot footage of the front of the house, and then we're going over to the side. This is where the main entrance is going to be with the stairs. You can see the mailboxes right there. And then we're going to go up the stairs. That's the door to the main entrance of the house. And we're going to be walking in. This is the hallway. So to the left we have the master bedroom. To the right we have the main bathroom. And at the end of the hall here we have the nice computer area. I really, really love those modern shelves. They look really nice there. And then up the stairs, you're looking into the dining room and the kitchen, which I think looks really, really pretty. I was really happy with the way that looks. And then turning around, you can see going into the living room with that nice blue color on the back. And then a little bit of a closer view. And then I think we have some footage downstairs, perhaps. Oh, nope, we go outside. Outside, and I love that deck. It's so huge. I would kill to have a deck that pretty and that big. And you can see the mountains in the back. It's such a nice view. Now we're downstairs this is the main bathroom. Again, you can see a little bit of the blue color that I kind of pulled in there. And the guest bedroom or the second bedroom. Very basic, but very nice and pretty and elegant at the same time. And finally the master bedroom. There's an art easel there and a little seating area your Sims can read. That door is to the master bathroom. And then I think I end up having some floor plans. Yeah, so this is looking down the first floor where the hot tub area is, and then the stairs that go up to the entrance of the house. And this is again the second story where the bedrooms and the bathrooms are. And then we're going to go upstairs where the main living, dining room, kitchen area is, and the huge outdoor deck that's like half of the whole upstairs. This is by far my favorite picture. I love the pool and like the scenery in the backgrounds with the mountains. It's so pretty. Another view from the back of the house. And I think we're getting pretty close to coming to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, please let me know. And thanks for watching. Thanks everyone. Bye-bye.